Hi friends, my name is Becky. Welcome to the Lloydstead. My husband, Dave, and I thought that we're going to start sharing what we're doing on this little piece of land with you guys in YouTubeverse. We've been inspired and we have been helped by lots of other people in the YouTubeverse who are sharing their journeys. Whether you call it homesteading or gardening with a purpose or productive gardening or sustainable living. I don't even know. I don't even know what we call things. Regardless, we're doing it. We're going to share more about who we are in the next few videos and what we do on this little piece of land. But for this first video, I'm just going to wander around really and show you guys what's what and where things are and what our little piece of property looks like. The video that you're about to watch is a compilation of a couple different days of walking around and showing you guys just the different parts of our little 2-acre homestead. So enjoy and thanks for watching. Hello, my little friend. Hello. Hi friends. I am starting us off in what we kind of call the bird garden. Can you see my shadow? You can't even see my shadow. I kind of wanted to give you a sense of what it's like when you first step outside our back door. We call this the bird garden because we've been trying to be pretty intentional about planting things here that birds like. We also, as you can see, have a deck there that we really enjoy sitting on. That was a new addition last year. David built that. And so a tutorial could be maybe something y'all are interested in. You can see our bird bath is down for the winter, but that's where it usually sits. And then there is an arbor that Dave also built last year. He was a busy boy. And that had some cardinal flower and scarlet runner beans growing up it. So this area we do try to keep the wildlife in mind as we plant through here. That is actually one of the reasons why it looks so scrubby, honestly, because we like to leave the seed heads and the grasses for the birds as they're foraging, both for nesting materials and for food. I wanted to show you guys this area, even though it's honestly not where we spend a lot of time. As you can see, the road is right behind me. Lots of cars going lots of fast. But this is what we call the sun garden. And there's lots of cool things that are going to be growing here at the height of the season, but specifically more for posterity, not as much for y'all's enjoyment, but for my ability to look back on. Down there and at the end of our yard, we are going to, starting this season, have an area that we don't mow. There will be wildflowers. I've planted lots of bulbs in there this season. And you can see there's some red odor dogwood and some red bud, lots of native species, and we're going to have lots of native wildflowers. And fingers crossed, the idea is we will have a no-mow meadow in an area that we honestly don't use a whole lot anyway, because being this close to the highway is not pleasant. So I will keep you guys updated on that. If that is something you guys would be interested in watching the evolution of, let me know. Let me know. Let me know. All right, I'm going to bounce you guys around quite a bit. I'm going to try and hold it steady, but I will point out as we walk by, I feel like a tour guide. This is my daughter's treehouse, which my husband did a good job. Actually, you can see Dave. Look, see him through the, oh, that's fun. I feel like I'm spying. There he is. But we are walking over towards the chickens. Let's go say hi. Behind me is our chicken coop. Yay! We have a very small flock right now that consists of one rooster and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 laying hens. Actually 6. We don't think the one girl is laying yet. She's a little young. I would love to do more videos about our flock, how it's evolved, how we plan to keep on letting it evolve, and how we take care of these guys. There they are. Behind me are our shade gardens. We call it the upper shade garden and the lower shade garden. And I'm gonna, here, I'm gonna swing you around. This time of year, my friends, this is one of my favorite places. Not because it's particularly beautiful. It is not. It is February. But because of this. Do you see it? Do you see the tulips? And this. This. And this. In all seriousness, friends, this is the area where I have the most bulbs planted. This will be a riot of color in spring and is absolutely my favorite place in the garden in April and May. So I will do a bulb tour so you can see everything that we've got in here, but it is just glorious that it is coming up. So exciting. So this is what I call the productive garden. Right now, I didn't say this earlier and I should have. It's February. It is early February, so this looks a bit of a mess. But we have in front of you, we have a plum tree and we have another plum tree. These are damson trees and they have been wildly productive the last 2 years. They're probably about 6 years old at this point. They're my favorites. This area, I will talk more about my planting plan in later videos. Right now I just want to give the lay of the land. But I had lots of flowers in here last year and you guys can see I have 9 raised beds, compliments of David Lloyd. And this is where I grow veggies and a whole lot of flowers. In front of this, I have 4 apple trees. Don't ask me the varieties. I've lost the names a long time ago. They have not been productive yet because I planted them in 2017. So this will be their 5th year in the ground. I can talk more about them. In fact, one of the videos I want to do is a pruning video about them. So, oh, I wonder how loud that was. We're gonna see. I love the layout of this garden. Look at how fun that is. You guys are way up there. Hi. You can see in between each pair of raised beds, we have cattle panel arches, and I grow beans and cucumbers and sweet peas, and watermelons and other stuff up those cattle panels. Yay. It is a stunning space. A stunning space. In the summer, if I do say so myself. But let's continue on. I'm trying to get shots that don't include my neighbor's house. Cause yeah, it's my neighbor's house. So we're gonna walk this way actually. I'm actually walking towards my neighbor's house. Here, this is a weed patch. Actually, no. We were very lucky when we moved in to have a giant black raspberry patch. We have since mowed paths through it, but we have also found it very difficult to take care of these weeds that grow up in them. It is still very productive, but not as productive as it could be if I could somehow get a handle on those guys. So that's that. And you can see behind me, behind that patch, is my little tiny greenhouse. Let's go look, even though it's a mess right now, guys. It's a mess. Here's my mess of a greenhouse. It is February, so in fact, one of the next videos I'm going to do is cleaning this out and getting this ready for seed starting. This is my 2nd year with this little greenhouse. It is not much. It is not huge, but it is mighty. And I have loved the last couple years learning how to start seeds inside of this structure. And you can see all my plastic, but we're going to clean that up and it's going to be great. So you can see from here over into our neighbor's property, we neighbor on this side of our property, we neighbor a horse farm, which is way fun. They don't come over here a whole lot, but there it is. Notice in this shot as well, you see the giant pile of chips. I can provide more information if you guys would like, but we sign up for a free program called Chip Drop, and that allows arborists or tree surgeons or whatever you want to call them to bring to residential property giant truckloads of chips. You can't be picky, but honestly, we have been so pleased the couple times we've gotten them, and I'll show you guys what we do with them in future videos. We do lots of stuff with them. There is a scrap pile because no homestead is complete without at least a couple scrap piles. That's scrap pile number 1. And there's also the giant field of invasives because again, no homestead is complete without some invasive species, huh? But there are also some Canadian hemlock that are growing here, some irises that are already poking their little heads up. What in the world? And then we're going to continue around and you can start to see where I have some flower beds. And ooh, and the sun shines so pretty. What a glorious January day. Oh my gosh. So this is kind of looking up our driveway towards some of the major flower beds. Come summer, I will show you what I have planted in there when it's all in bloom. Right now, again, we leave a lot of the spent seed heads, a lot of the spent foliage just there, and it doesn't necessarily look neat, but it does provide some much needed fodder for critters. All right, friends. I think I'm going to end this likely disjointed and confusing little walkabout now, mostly because I'm not completely sure about the audio quality. Don't want to make it too painful for too long. And I just wanted to give you guys the lay of the land. Like I said, give you an idea of where we're doing our thing. As we move forward with this channel, we're really hoping to share our experiences as we both learn and share what we have learned to people who are interested in doing some of the stuff that we have done and we will be doing. So please come back, comment below what part of this little walkabout you might be interested in seeing more of. I am sure I missed lots. I could talk a lot about what's happening, and I do hope to see you guys on the flip side. Bye. Before we move on, I discovered recently that there is a nest in here, and I'm not sure what's in there. I'm wondering. Can you guys see? Can you tell me what's in there? Can you tell me what's in there? I have no idea. We're gonna see. I keep on watching to see if I can see somebody come in or out, but I can't.